Hi everyone, I'm Chris.
And this is Milton with the Sports Truth.
The truth will set you free.
And we have Matt Gucciani back.
Yay! Glad to be back, guys.
Good.
All right, so we're going to start off with some of our hot topics. So we're going to start off with the NBA Finals. When was the game? Was it the last game? Wednesday. Yeah, I've been on vacation, so I've been lost track of time. I don't know if it's Saturday or Wednesday or what day it is.
I think Phoenix lost track of time too.
What happened?
They did.
Yeah.
I think they did. So we were in Catalina, and we were supposed to take the late boat at 5:00, but my wife was smart enough to get us the early boat out of there so that we could get here in time to watch the Suns and the Bucks and watch some Big Brother with my kids, all that stuff. So I was excited to watch the game, and the Suns were on the brink. They should have won this game, which would have won essentially the series because they would have been 3-1, and they lost it. And I remember giving an apology on my last podcast to Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Okay? I want him, hopefully he's listening out there, to give me an apology, because I want him to give me an apology for me being right about him last time. I mean,
you jinxed him.
I
See,
mean,
you said it out loud. Oh, you're so good, and then you jinxed him.
Yeah, maybe that's what it could be that. But he turned over. Did you watch the game?
I watched some of it.
Okay,
I was coaching.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
I started coaching high school football. This
nice.
week was back up and running, so I've been on a football field and a soccer field
Dang.
Okay.
all week.
Okay,
But
I'll give you that.
I did. When I got done coaching, I believe it was in the fourth quarter. With 7 minutes ago, the Suns were up 95-90.
Yeah, they were up 5-7 points at a time, and
What happened, man?
he turned over the ball multiple times.
Oh.
I don't mind you taking the shot if you miss it. That's basketball, I mean,
But wasn't Booker super hot?
Booker was on fire. He was going Kobe, okay? Because they like to compare Booker to Kobe.
Really?
He was nailing shots. He was driving. I mean, he was the only one that was doing what he was supposed to be doing. And what I hate about the whole Chris Paul thing is that they were unforced turnovers. I mean, don't you hate that with your players?
He just dropped it.
Like,
Did that remind you of a certain college basketball tournament when you go away from Zion Williams?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was the
And you have-
R.J. Barrett of this
Yes.
group. Give it to Booker, but he was trying to do his sly moves, and he messed up a few times. And I mean, he's the reason that they lost. I don't want to hear anything.
You're
else.
the reason, though, Jinx.
Okay, well,
What about
but he's a jinx unto
Yeah,
himself.
I know.
What
Wasn't he
about
a jinx?
the Giannis block?
That
Oh
too.
yeah, that was pretty insane to block a 7-footer on an alley-oop dunk when his
Wow.
arms are above the rim. Yeah, probably one of the sickest dunks that I've seen. And give it up to Giannis. He had back-to-back 40-point games. Chris Middleton stepped in. But despite all that, I mean, I guess we're getting a long 7-game series.
So, which is what the NBA wants, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
They want money.
Absolutely.
So did you get a magnifying glass?
Yeah, they
Chris
might
Paul
have.
has some extra cash hanging out of his
Oh,
shorts.
Yeah, definitely,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they paid him off. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey man, we want at least 6 games, if not 7.
Yeah.
Okay, can't
Yeah.
have no sweep.
yeah,
Maybe that's what happened. The
Yeah.
execs pulled in the jinx.
The refs too.
No, they pulled
got
the
paid
jinx
off.
in there.
Yeah.
Look, we need 6-7 games. Call Milton.
Yeah, quick call Milton.
I mean, is it possible that he has such bad juju that he could take down the Phoenix Suns because he did it with the Clippers, he did it with the Rockets?
Well, if they're
I
smart, they just focus on Booker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let Booker. You got to live and die with Booker.
Dude, I knew he was going to go off because anytime a coach sits you in the fourth quarter and you're being punished for the bad game you have, I mean, that's why I thought that the Suns were going to win this game, because Booker was going to explode, and he did. But his buddy Chris Paul. So hopefully when they go back home, Chris Paul, corrects it and does his jump back threes and and not turn over the ball. Okay, here's another question on the Suns and Bucks team. How would either one of these teams do in a tournament of champions? So they're playing your Kobe, Shaq, Lakers, or they're playing Jordan and Pippen.
Yeah, nobody's beating those two teams.
Yeah, Kobe beats them.
Yeah.
Nobody's beating those teams.
I just don't see either one of these teams, whoever wins between the Suns and the Bucks, being
An all-time.
being one for the ages. They
No,
might
no.
they might be
Nah.
like the Detroit Pistons in
Right.
2004, right, when they beat
But-
your Lakers.
Ugh.
But
Don't
that-
remind
every-
him.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, can you plug the green thing in? Because it's not actually plugged in.
What green thing? Oh,
Yeah, the green cord.
okay.
Because
Sure.
it's on battery. Whoops.
Continue on.
Oh, well.
Now, do you think that the series is just more of them being at home? You know, like the home team's winning.
Yeah, I think so because the Bucks are 8-1 at home. The only one that they lost was one where Trae Young had 48 points, and then the Suns are pretty unbeatable at home. So it could be that, but I mean, they had the game. Chris Paul lost it. Just so frustrating. I guess I should be happy because now we have a 7-game series.
I mean, ESPN's happy too.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's happy.
Advertisers are happy.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to move on to men's Olympic basketball. I'm not sure if you've been following it. The Olympics is just around the corner, but they lost to Nigeria and they lost to Australia.
Okay, there's no need to be racist, okay? We know you're not supposed to say the N-word on air. What is wrong with you?
Nigeria. That's funny. No, okay, so the U.S. men's team was minus 10,000 to win $100. And Nigeria was plus 2,500. I doubt anybody.
Should've
There's some
betted on
crazy
Nigeria.
bettors. Yeah, I mean, there's probably some crazy.
They made
bettors.
money.
I guess.
Yeah, but okay. So here's. I guess they're still waiting for the members of the Suns and Bucks because you have Devin Booker, you have Chris Middleton, you have like about 4 players on both those teams that would really help this men's Olympic team. So on the top 3 players are Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, and Jason Tatum. So
Should that be enough?
How do we lose?
you would think so, but I
Against
mean,
Nigeria?
What happened?
right? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they were.
Wait, so it's plus 2,500. So if I bet $1, I would have made $2,500.
No. If you bet $100, you win $2,500.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I should have bet 1,000. I would have made 25K.
exactly.
Wow,
Because
Nigeria.
it's all the time that Nigeria beats the men's team.
No, I mean, I'm
That's
from
right.
the future
And-
and I just know all the sports stuff. That's why I'm like rich. Come on now.
Exactly.
I did this because I'm bored.
I mean, Popovich is their coach. You know, I mean, Coach K stepped down. I mean,
That's why I need Coach K.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know if Pop has it in him anymore.
Mm-mm.
So,
Seems like he kind of just mailed it in.
I mean, how do you see
Yeah.
the men's Olympic team doing in Tokyo? Because they are not
Not
going to be
very
playing
good.
Nigeria and Australia. They're going to be playing Argentina and,
Exactly.
and Spain and some of those.
Bring the dream
They
team
better
back.
get the reinforcements.
Bring the dream team back from the 90s.
Yeah, I would think
Come
having
on.
Kevin Durant and Damian Lillard. I mean, both those guys are ballers.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have LeBron James. That's why.
All
It's
right.
okay.
So we're gonna stay on basketball. I saw a great 30 for 30 yesterday on Maya Moore. Are you familiar with Maya Moore? Yeah, she's amazing. In high school, she was 125 and 3, 4 straight state championships. Then
Wow.
went to UConn, another 4 straight, and then had back to back in the WNBA, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. All this at the age of 28. I mean, from what I've seen in women's
my God.
basketball, she's got to be
The GOAT.
yeah, she's got to be. I mean, what hasn't she done? She's freaking amazing. So, anyways, her godparents were working with this guy that was in prison. He was at the time 16 and just selling weed. You know, nothing too bad. And then he got arrested for a burglary and shooting, and they just threw him in prison for 20 years. So Maya
Wow.
Moore, I don't know if you remember this, but she took off a year or 2 off of basketball. I mean, you're talking like someone like a Jordan being at the height of their game and having
Yeah.
to step away because she wanted to get this innocent guy out. Her family had started it with her godparents, and then so she went in there and put her name on the line. And it took some time, but he ended up getting out of prison. And
Wow.
the crazy part about it gets crazier,
Uh-oh.
is that they had become such good friends that he asked her, the great Maya Moore, if she would marry him. And she did. So, I mean, this is like an amazing story.
Is this a movie?
And no,
this is a
it's-
movie
it's
script.
a total movie
This
script.
is a movie.
It blew me away.
Oh my
Like
God.
I was like, whoa.
There's no
you
way.
know, what's she gonna say? Or maybe she's worried that like, okay, he's been in prison for so long and all that stuff. So
What are they gonna name it? The movie.
I don't know.
'Cause, like she's the goat of women's basketball.
Yeah, no, but it was
Has to be something
It was
good.
just such a cool story. So, if any 30 for 30, you've seen tons of 30 and 30,
Tons of
right?
them.
Just
Yeah, I like 30 for 30.
Bo Jackson one's still my favorite.
Oh yeah, Bo
Yeah.
Jackson was a beast. If he hadn't pulled that leg, he probably would have gotten 15.
yeah, I have
16,000
yet
yards
to
rushing.
see 30 for 30 that I didn't like, and it could be
Yeah.
on any sport, sort of like Real Sports on not MTV, on HBO.
MTV.
Where they just have these random sports things, and it just, you know, great sports writers and reporters and
Speaking of MTV, I had a little quick question for him.
All right, sure.
You've seen the show Ridiculousness, right? Do you know any of those people behind the scenes that work on that?
Like Rod
I'm surprised you
Davis and
haven't been
whatnot?
on Ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. Tell me, do you know
Oh.
any of them? Do you or no?
No, that
The Jackass crew, maybe? Because
Maybe
in
the
the,
Jackass
in the
crew.
So I was
beginning
a
days,
star. Well, I was part of the origination of Jackass. I did
Wow.
all the pilot stuff before it was actually Jackass.
damn.
Okay then.
So like
Show
my my right hand man, I had him and another guy, put him in orange jumpsuits and just had him run around with like chopping carts doing just random stuff.
Oh my
They were,
god.
like,
the
literally
best.
First movie. Yeah.
the test stuff, and that kind of started when we were doing the Sports and Music Fest. We were in Memphis, and the weather sucked. And so like we were supposed to be doing like all the motocross where they do like the crazy jumps.
Oh, yeah.
Where you do the Superman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but, they do not, but
No
but it was
way.
rainy and muddy and stuff.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
So they kind of we had to delay. But in the meantime, I took golf carts and just attached things to them, and
Yeah.
I started like dragging people around, and we just started filming just because of just doing random stuff.
to be
Oh my
part
That's
of
how
the
that originated.
original
That was-
Jackass.
Yeah.
They're coming out. It's called Jackass Forever. So
Yeah.
I'm a big
They
fan
should
of that
invite you
stuff.
back.
Yeah, see, that was before. Yeah, that was before like all the ridiculousness.
Yeah.
In,
I like
and
ridiculousness.
Big
Because there was
Black
another
and
one, yeah, like
recipes.
Fantasy
Yeah.
Factory.
Yes,
and
yeah.
like,
Rob
yeah,
Dyrdek does all that stuff.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I
Can't believe
Chanel,
DC is his brand. I can't believe it. Or whatever it's called. The one with the hats and the shoes. That one.
the DC.
Yeah, that his brand. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Okay then. Anyways, sorry for the tangent. I just
No,
heard
that's a
MTV,
good,
so I had
good
to ask.
tangent to
Yeah.
ask. Okay, so last thing before we move on to 5 random questions. To start off my vacation, I went to a memorial, for
Wow.
my sister-in-law's father-in-law.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
That makes
That way
sense.
I'm not
yeah.
saying, my
So it's like 3 family jumps away. Yeah. So
yeah,
distant. Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
So he passed away last year during the COVID.
Oh.
And so they didn't really get to do anything for him. So my wife said, "Oh, we're going over to my sister's, and we always have barbecues over there." So I thought,
Yeah.
"Oh, we're going over there because they didn't do the 4th of July, so this is a late 4th of July." And
no.
so we tell the kids to oh, dress up, and you're probably going to go in the pool and all this stuff. And so we get there, and there's like a bunch of people. Usually it's just family. So what it is it's all the friends of this guy who passed away.
Yeah.
And so I get one of the most interesting sports stories at the memorial. It's
Okay.
the son talking about his dad.
All right.
So his dad was part of Hoover, and that's the school that my wife teaches at. But Hoover back in the day, the original classes, like in the 30s and 40s and 50s, it was pretty much like an all-white school.
Yeah.
And now that's all changed. Now it's very multicultural.
Yeah.
I mean, you have everything but almost white kids. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a few of them sprinkled in there. But so he was part of the 1954 national championship. And then Hoover, right? I mean, who's the famous Hoover guy in baseball? Do you know this?
Oh.
No? Ted Williams.
Oh, was he?
He's from
Yeah.
Hoover?
He went to
Yeah,
Hoover.
he went to Hoover.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. So, probably the greatest baseball player that ever lived, right? I mean, batting over 400,
Yeah.
went to war. I mean,
Yeah.
amazing thing. So, this guy who passed away and a bunch of other players, that I thought that was pretty cool that San Diego, it's sort of like the Little League in Chula Vista when they won,
Yeah.
like several years back.
Yeah.
So they had all this cool stuff like newspapers and clippings and all this awesome stuff. So he starts getting into the story. And so before their national championship, what they go to is they go to the San Francisco Giants, whoever they're playing.
Yeah.
And that's the game where you've probably seen it before in black and white, the Willie Mays catch, right? Where he catches it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, one of the most iconic plays in baseball.
Yeah.
And then years later, he takes his son, who's the guy who's talking about his dad for the memorial, and they go to see Willie Mays play, and then he hits his 600th home run.
Right.
So I just thought it was so cool that this guy was part of a national championship, which I don't think San Diego's had very many national championships.
No, we haven't. Don't remind me.
He witnessed the catch as a young player. You know, he took his son to a baseball game. There was only 4,800 people that were watching the game.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's, you know, it's sort of cool when it's an epic, especially baseball nerds. I mean, they love numbers and home
love
runs
being there. Yeah.
and love being there. So to be one of only 4,800 people to watch that live, including the guy who was
very
talking.
special.
Yeah, and then they had this old timer baseball guy, and he was talking about it, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. So anyway, so that's what some history right there.
Very
All right.
much so.
Ready for 5 random questions?
Yep.
Okay. Let's start off with something simple and then get a little more complicated. All right.
Oh boy.
What was your favorite board game as a kid?
My favorite board game?
Yeah.
It has to be Candyland.
Candyland.
I'm from the 90s, dude. Candyland. Because I like food and I like sweets. I'm like, oh, candy. So I just play it, you know.
Okay.
Very simple game.
Yeah, no, true, for sure. I played it many a times with my kids. It's been a while because
the original though, not the crappy remakes. I mean the original.
Yeah,
Candyland.
I got
the one that's not PC.
Okay.
That's super stereotype and probably a little bit racist, but it's okay.
Okay. All right. How about you, Gooch?
Oh, let's see.
There's lots of good ones.
Count.
There was a lot of good ones.
Yeah, from the 80s and 70s.
Most of them made by me, Milton Brothers.
What?
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Uncle Milton's ant
I would
farm.
say
Get out of
the
here.
one that we had the most fun playing. I mean, everybody played Monopoly, but
Yeah, but that
was
lasted like 8 or
dragged
12
on.
hours.
It took
How many
too long.
games of Monopoly did you complete in your life? Probably like 3.
Yeah, because you get
12.
too bored. But mostly, the one I liked was Life. I like playing Life.
Okay, that's a good
Well,
one
I gotta
for sure.
simulate how bad our lives are.
Yeah, getting the kids
Yeah, well,
in
yeah, I
there.
had like
Yeah.
all those kids. I'm like,
Oh,
I need a second car for the other kids I'm getting.
Stop.
I'm gonna go with any type of war game.
Oh god, Risk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
Risk.
Risk. I love Risk.
Now, how far
Stratego.
back are we going? I went
Yeah.
way back childhood.
Yeah.
Because like my first board game ever
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
that I really loved was the Escape from the Death Star, Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
board
Star
game.
Wars. That sounds like fun.
Okay.
And my
should play that.
my neighbor across the street, Brian Powell.
Yeah.
His house was like sacred.
Yeah.
Like we were not allowed to. It was like if you could just go into the threshold of his garage.
Yeah.
Was huge. Like we were never allowed to go in his house ever.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But we could go into his garage and play that board game only, and then as soon as the board game was done, we had to get out.
Oh wow.
And it wasn't until years later, I got a call to go remodel a house, and it happened to be that house.
Wow. You got to finally see.
And I
what was
finally got to
inside?
go in the house, and I was telling the owner, the new owner,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this house is so sacred.
It's
Like,
sacred.
it took me, 30 years or 25 years to finally be able to go
Yeah.
in this house,
God.
which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But you are right, like, Risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But probably I'm going to tell you, greatest board game of all time?
Yeah.
Axis and Allies.
Axis and Allies.
There
Yes,
was
I got it right
Axis
here.
and Allies.
Axis
I
and Allies is
love
the greatest
playing
of all
that.
time.
Absolutely.
We should
for
play
sure.
Axis and Allies.
In
We
fact,
should.
in
It's so
high
much
school,
fun. Yeah,
in high
I
school, we
agree.
convinced our AP U.S. history teacher
Uh-huh.
to allow us to play a full game of Axis Allies for the semester
Oh wow.
because it was we would get the most out of learning. By
Yeah.
doing that.
They said yes.
They said
So
yes.
who won at the end? The Allies or the Axis?
It was awesome. Come on.
Yeah, it
Who
was
won at the end?
Well, I mean, Allies usually won because
Yeah.
you had the United States and Britain and I forget who the other one was versus Russia was an
Russia.
ally too, and then
Even
you
though they
had
aren't.
Japan and
They're the
In Germany.
common
But
term.
have you
Yeah.
seen the different versions?
no, I just had played
Because
the
there's
one
like the
that
basic
I got.
one, but then there's new.
The expanded. Yeah, I
Oh,
played
wow.
it on Tabletop Simulator.
But so now they have like newer versions that are even more in depth.
There's even more factions too.
You can't go wrong with
my brother-in-law. That's by far. My brother-in-law has at least 3-4 different versions. He's bought it multiple times. And there's some that are like expensive.
Okay.
Let's play it with this expensive
model.
Don't break it.
You got me interested in playing it again. Yeah, I had Stratego, Axis and Allies, and then I had this one that I bought at a flea market called Broadside, and what it was English ships going against American ships. So it was like
Battleship.
Yeah, but you had the broadside, so you had to come over this side or this side to attack the flags on the ship. So you had the red ones and the blue ones, and it just.
Now here's a fun basic board game.
What?
Well, I guess how about like Othello?
Othello.
You ever played Othello?
Othello? I don't think so. Is that with black and white type stuff?
Yes, the black and white chips.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
That's fun because it's fast.
Oh yeah, that is.
You can get a ton of those games in. But Axis and Allies is the king.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to bring Axis and Allies, but I'm not sure if anyone's even heard of it.
I need to correct some false information here. It's Axis, Allies, and Comintern. Thank you very much. Russia was never part of the Allies. They are part of the Comintern. Well, they happened to help the Allies.
They got pumped in from British, right? As far as,
but they're not part of the Allies. They're part of the Comintern. I just have to let everyone know that the history that they're teaching you in school is wrong.
Yeah,
sorry.
I could see that.
They were never our allies. They were just happened to have the same enemies as us.
Right, exactly.
Trust me.
True.
Trust me.
All right.
Okay, continue.
Question number 2. Okay.
Isn't that common now? Aren't we in school? Aren't we like rewriting history constantly?
We are.
Erasing and rewriting daily.
Yeah. To the victors go the spoils. Right?
Exactly. Anyways, what's the next question before you try and stump me?
All right. You could have one superpower in a game of basketball. Okay, I'm gonna give you the choices. You can be the top scorer.
Okay.
Assist, rebounding, blocks, or steals. So that means you could pretty much block anybody. You could steal it from anybody. You can grab rebounds. You can dish it off, or you're gonna be that amazing scorer. So which one of those 5 do you choose? What do you choose? You get to pick one.
I don't really do basketball, so I don't really know. But this is for me from a logical standpoint.
Okay.
I'm going to go scorer because if you can outscore your opponent, you win. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Because you just basically said I can score at will is what you just said.
You can, but you're not really involving anybody else, so just be you scoring. So
that's fine. You know what Kobe did on his last career game, right?
Yeah.
60 freaking points. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
If we got 30, they would have lost. It's that one superstar and everyone else backing them up. So far from listening to the one superstar, everyone else backing them up is what wins the game. You even said going through Zion. They should have just kept into Zion. You know what? So
yeah, I mean, like for example, the Suns. What I know, Booker was going off.
Give it to Booker then.
He had the magical scoring going on. Yes. But his other players on his team, Chris Paul, was effing it up and turning the ball over. So even though you have the elite scorer, but that's okay. You can pick any of them. Who doesn't want to score on every basket?
I want to score on everything, but that way instead of saying Kobe, they say Chris, and they shoot into the trash can. Come on now.
No, that's cool. I mean, how about you?
I'm gonna say, because growing up a Laker fan and my favorite player of all time growing up was Magic Johnson.
Yes, good choice.
Okay,
good choice.
I loved him, and Magic is essentially the all-time leader of assists.
Absolutely,
I would go assist just because the guy that makes the guy that scores set up by the guy making the great plays.
Perfect. We should be on the same team, and then we won't be able to be stopped. There we go. See,
so I like
we
to
win.
Make those no look passes.
Yeah, sure.
Like thread that thing.
You break down the defense and you give it to a wide open 3-point guy. He just dribbles it once and
hits it. break ankles on these crazy passes that get
like Allen Iverson.
I'm probably gonna go, and then we should all be on the same team because I'm gonna go rebounding. I mean, I know you loved rebounding. No, because it gives you multiple chances. I mean, I remember in games.
But are you going to be like the Dennis Rodman? Are you going to be doing the skip and
all the antics? God.
No, nothing like that.
Yeah, we should all be on the same team. That's not fair.
No pink hair, no.
All 3 of us with those powers? Oh, man. We can make our own team.
Hey, we could be Space Jam 3.
Oh, God. Have you seen the new one with the LeBron commercial? Like, I don't like. I like the MJ one better.
I know
already. Like, come on now.
Like, no, thank you.
No.
Well, but hey, at least we got it figured out. We got it. We got
to score. Got to assist.
Yeah, and rebound. We got it. We don't need defense if they can never catch up.
Absolutely. All right. If you could have one wild animal as a pet that was tame and domesticated, which one would it be?
Tiger, all the way. Okay. Tiger is power. It is prestige. Beauty, yeah. It is honor. It's just badass. You just petting the tiger like, so you want to date my daughter, huh? As I'm petting this big ass tiger. Yeah.
Similar like Karen in Talladega Nights.
Yes.
Down, Karen.
Yeah, down. Look at Talladega Nights. I'm gonna crawl over you like a spider monkey. You need some Mountain Dew. You ain't first, you last.
Now it's funny that you said it because I would immediately say tiger also.
Yeah.
But on my way over here, I just happened to get a video from my wife, and she's talking about this. She sent me this video of a monkey. that was like helping a chef. Like he's sitting there with a bowl of snap peas, like snapping them.
Wow.
And he's prepping the snap peas, and then he turn around, grab his juice box, take a cup of drink, put it back, keep snapping. Like, and she's like, "How rad would that be to have a monkey?"
Dude, that'd be pretty cool. It's a trained monkey.
Okay,
yeah,
so you want a trained monkey?
A trained monkey.
Yeah, I think
for sure. I agree.
My initial thing would be to have a tiger, just because of all things Chris said.
Yeah, it's badass.
But realistically, that you could actually you could probably pull off
a monkey. Yeah.
A monkey.
Yeah, a capuchin monkey or a spider monkey.
A monkey would be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
What are you getting? What are you getting?
I was probably gonna say monkey, but you know what?
You want that monkey from Grandma's Boy.
Do you? Huh?
Monkey.
Okay.
Since you went tiger, I'll probably go like I'll go bear.
A bear?
Yeah, a bear would be fun.
Bear down, Chicago Bears.
No, you know what's funny about? Okay, here's another random bear story. I don't ever watch the news.
Right.
But sometimes people in the house, I'll come in and the TV will just be on. Usually it's just on sports all the time.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, it was on the local channel and the news had come on and they just pulled up I think it was on KSI or whatever, but some clip came on about people vacationing. They're all at the lake and these bears just came, but they're at the river.
Yeah.
And the bears just came out of nowhere. And so literally it was like a female bear and her cubs playing with everybody's coolers and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, hell no.
But everybody was in the water like to their knees, so they weren't that far. Like I don't think they got surprised. So everybody didn't know what to do, so they're all just sitting there watching. And obviously they got a camera on it.
Yeah.
But I don't think everybody. I'm like, because I'm looking, I'm like, damn, they're really close. Because usually like a mama bear with their cubs gets super protective.
Yeah.
But the bears, like in this video, all they cared, they were just
let them have the food.
Let them have the food and walk off. Yeah.
But you see all these people,
they're like
in those classic, at the beach Jaws outfits.
Yeah. They'll just stand
there just
for comedy.
They didn't know what to do.
It's Yogi Bear, guys.
Exactly.
The real Yogi Bear.
Yeah, I'd be terrified. I'd be like, go ahead, eat all the
really,
food.
like, a bear could pretty much do whatever they want.
Bear can rip your head off your shoulder. Literally just swipe your head off your
You're
shoulders.
going to climb that tree? I can climb. You're going to go in that water? I can go in the water.
You try to run? I'm faster than you.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way.
There's no way.
You know what else would be a fun one to have? Just because you don't give a, It's honey badger.
Oh yeah, honey badgers. Those things are powerful. Yeah,
those
stocky.
Yeah, those things would freak me out just because
something went wrong. Slash you.
Exactly. Accidentally slash me by trying to love me. No, thank you.
Hey, Milton. Guess what? I'm down to 30% battery. You need to plug the green thing into the plug itself.
Okay. Right here.
While that's going on.
Okay, hold on. All right, we can do that. Is it this one right here? All right.
No, it's this one. It's this one.
That one right there.
The one I'm tugging on.
Okay. Well, where's the? It's right here. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
We have power.
We have power, guys. I think
1.21 gigawatts.
Sorry for the delay there, Pod.
Uh-oh.
Are we back on?
We got no juice.
Uh-oh.
Still not.
It's still not?
I think you plugged the wrong one in. Let me try the other one.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
How about now? Oh, then maybe it's that. Yeah. How about now?
There we go.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, we got power,
We're
viewers.
back on.
We're
All
good.
right.
We almost lost all of that. That would have been.
All right.
That would have been sad. Singing "Amazing Grace" and
No.
praying.
Thank Dr. Emmett Brown.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to random question number 4. Right now, what they have in Australia, I believe it is, it's the 100-foot waves, right? The greatest surfers in the world.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Big Blue, whatever.
Did you see
it's called.
the thing on HBO that they're doing that documentary on that 100-foot wave?
Yeah. I totally want to see that. I mean, that's just.
Would you do it?
Okay, that's where I'm getting to the question. Hell no. Okay? I could
What's
swim.
the matter?
I love the beach,
What's
but
the
that's
matter,
it.
Miller?
No. Are you serious?
Imagine getting crushed by that wave.
No,
You're dead.
I'd be dead. Okay, at what point does a wave become too big? So you're out with your boogie board, or you're just
or surfboard,
or
right?
surfboard,
Okay.
or yeah. Well, I mean,
If I'm gonna surf it,
yeah. Let's
what
go
you mean, or-
boogie board because
okay.
I mean,
That's
I don't know how to surf.
Well, how many times have you ever been knocked over by a wave?
yeah.
Have you ever been knocked over where, like, every time you try and first of all, you're trying to get your bearings to figure out which way's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just
And then
keeps
every time you
tumbling
think
in.
you're getting up, you get knocked down again,
Yeah.
and you start getting that helpless
Yeah.
panic.
You're gonna
feel-
And that's
drown.
between what, a 6 and 10-foot wave, maybe?
No,
Yeah.
not even. That's like an 8-foot.
Yeah, 8-foot wave.
Yeah, literally 8 foot.
That's
So,
like it's
You're
probably a
done.
6. It feels
Yeah.
like 8, but it's
Yeah.
more like a 4 to 6.
Too big for me. 20 feet. That's a tsunami level. 20 feet and up is tsunami level.
so you'd let like a good 10 or 15-foot wave
I'd
crash
boogie board
on
it.
you?
No,
You
I'd boogie board on it.
Dude, you know the drop on that? I
Yeah,
mean,
I would totally nail it.
all right.
Come on,
All right,
you have to have
so you're
confidence.
going, okay, I'll go 10 feet because like anything
Wimp.
over there. Yeah. How about you? At what point does
It's
like,
too big for your boogie board.
Yeah. Either boogie board or you just like
you're on
swimming
the
out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how
20
cool,
foot's good for surfing.
How cool is that though? If you make it through that pipe.
Yeah, if I make it through the pipe on my boogie board, everyone's gonna like.
But when
Give
you're getting through and you see that thing starting to close out and you're like,
You gotta
"Come
go.
on."
Yeah, you gotta put your hand on
Come
the side of
on.
it. Yeah, put your hand on the side. Ah, yeah.
Okay, anything. Let's just put it this way:
Yeah.
The
any
pipe.
wave where I need to get pulled out by a jet ski to get
That's
to
the
it, I'm
100-foot
not
wave.
doing.
Yeah. I saw a documentary on that where they have to literally jet ski them on to catch it and then they surf it.
No,
That's amazing.
If I have to pull a point break,
Yeah.
Yeah, point.
like if I know that I'm going to prison for the rest of the
Yeah.
night,
Yes.
okay, I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go out big.
All right, last question. Okay, so
Hey, on a
Yeah.
side note, real
Yeah.
quick,
Side
on that
note.
HBO, on that.
yeah, the 100-foot
So, I,
wave.
so
Yeah.
I saw the 100-foot wave thing, but did you
Yeah.
see what else is coming out?
What?
No.
A whole documentary on the last Woodstock
Oh yeah,
that
that
I
one
was at.
Oh, that
Oh.
was the 99, right?
Yes, I
Wait,
can't-
Woodstock 99? That was
Yeah.
the last one?
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that
That one looks
because
good.
it'll be interesting for me to see from my perspective
Yeah.
to watch what they show.
Or you might even be on it.
I might
They
be
might
on
have
that.
caught you.
I know.
I'm serious.
But you guys should watch it because you'll get everything that I experienced. From what I saw just in the clips.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a great experience.
Why
of
didn't
what
they
that
want to do
was.
Woodstock after 2000? They just wanted to keep it in the 1900s and below.
Who knows?
1999 below. All right.
All right, and the last question is: outside of the major sports in high school and college, what was your favorite sport to play? So it's sort of like a made-up sport, or it's a sport that.
Wiffle ball, baseball.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good. I remember playing that one at the boys' club. Okay. Yeah. Like you played it
What, a
inside.
defined sport.
Just there's a
Is it
ball.
a game with rules?
Yeah, it's a game with
Look at
rules.
you guys.
Does
There-
it have to have a ball? Seriously?
most of the time, it
Because
has
I've only played stuff that's in high school and
I
college.
mean, does it count like if you played
I
hide and
can't-
seek or
can-
tag? Does
can
that
I-
count?
can I count
no,
those
I was
two?
thinking more something that involved a ball.
Like something that was like just a hybrid
Okay,
off of a.
I'm
of
gonna
a
say
actual
mine.
sport.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
mine. You say me yes or no.
Okay.
Capture the flag. We used flags. We used
Okay.
stuff. And we
Yeah.
wore flags.
Okay, yeah, that is a game, and okay,
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
rules and everything. Capture
yeah,
the flag.
okay, yeah. The capture a flag was fun. I mean, in
Mhm.
elementary school, junior high, all that
Summer
stuff.
camp. That's when I
Summer-
played.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm saying the reason why I immediately go to wiffle ball,
Yeah.
baseball, because we still play it.
Oh.
Listen, when you get that piece of cardboard and you put the little box on for your strike,
Yeah.
but you realize it's not even fair with the wiffle ball because they
Really?
have those hybrid ones that it's solid on one half and then the holes on the other. If I can make a wiffle ball. You know how many times I've thrown out my arm? Because you can do some ungodly things with the wiffle ball.
Like
you can make
curve
that
it.
thing just do all kinds
Curveball,
of
yeah.
stuff.
That's definitely a good one.
You know what my favorite part of catch flag was?
What's that?
When you had 100 versus 100.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Really?
and the whole
Really?
entire camp area was
I've
the
never
thing.
Gone to
so
that.
one end,
I've never seen that.
So the parking lot where
Yeah.
the people park, the parents come pick up the kids. We put our circle. We used the hula hoop and put a flag in it, and then we had our people guard it. Then halfway through near the cottage was the line, the demarcation point. Like if you cross, you can get tagged or like pulled, whatever. So we had people try to defend. It was really far. So you actually had to like think which flank they were going to go down, or if they're going to go in the middle. We planned stuff out.
Like I remember doing it at summer camp with a decent amount, but not 100.
100 versus 100, and then the other team had their hula hoop up on the hill.
But you didn't
in the forest area
at the same time.
Cosplay? No, we were in summer camp. We were like
That's
ages 5 to 12.
I think that would count.
Yeah.
That one you mentioned, the cosplay one where you're battling it out.
And the best part is whenever we tried to
like the movie Role Models.
Yes.
Whenever we tried to do a jailbreak, it was always funny because there's the jail near the flag, so we had double puppy guard to deal with. I was like, oh my god, stop puppy guarding.
Now, okay, so there's a park in Allied Gardens where my son played basketball at the rec center.
Yeah.
Every time I drop him off, though, the whole parking lot would be full of dudes in their 40s with super, super expensive armor. And they would the whole park would be literally full of dudes that look like Monty Python.
LARPers, yeah. LARPers.
Like
live action role players, yeah.
Everywhere. And
they have point
this
systems.
Isn't Renaissance Fair, but they're all practicing.
They're allowed to, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because the ladies are like all their stuff. Dudes are all had their horn. Like,
let them. That's cool. More power to them.
I'm like, that's cool.
You know how long the game would last?
Oh, man.
Hours?
Yeah, I would
12
imagine.
hours was the longest one.
I mean,
you can't win when it's 100 versus 100.
Yeah.
Oh.
Imagine trying to tag or grab people when there's 30 of them rushing at you.
Right.
30 of them trying to get to the flag. You're like, trying to grab them. Defend it. Everyone's running.
I would have a whole bunch of people hold hands and sort of.
We have a rule against that. You can't do that.
Oh, you can't do that. Okay.
That's obvious. That's cheesy.
Okay.
And that's boring.
Okay.
And the best part is you could actually go through the cottage and try and sneak through.
Can you?
Yeah, or try to sneak through the back behind the fence, try and crawl in, or hide in bushes.
Captain Flag is pretty fun.
You can hide in bushes and ambush people.
I'm gonna go either. In elementary school, dodgeball was a lot of fun.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball. It's the first thing I thought of dodgeball, the movie.
But I'll probably go Hawaiian football.
Hawaiian football.
Yeah,
what is that?
So basically, in football, you pass.
You
that's
throw.
it. But when you would pass it to somebody, then they could keep passing it on down. So it's like unlimited passes.
Okay. As long as they don't drop it.
Yeah, as long as they don't drop it, and that's what Hawaiian football was.
So we just had to do that this week in starting football practice for West Hills High School.
You did Hawaiian football?
Well, they did this thing called Wolf Ball.
Okay.
So basically, it was like shirts versus skins.
Yeah.
About 5-6 guys on each team, and you only had 4. As long as you kept completing it.
Yeah.
It was fun, but you only had 4 complete. You had to get your 4 completions.
Right.
But if you dropped it, it's a turnover.
Okay.
And then if you caught it, then you had to throw it back first, and then they could keep throwing forward.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun to watch them go around and do that.
For sure. So it's
now, Chris, I don't know if you ever played this. Milton, you grew up here?
Yeah.
You went to school out here?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to elementary school?
Small private schools. So,
okay, so
I grew up here.
So you didn't go to a public elementary school?
No, I passed on by, and they would pick on us and stuff because they were bullies. But yeah.
So in Santee, when they built all the Santee schools, they basically took the blueprints and they just duplicated that all over Santee in 8 different spots. So most of our schools had those half handball, racquetball courts.
Yeah.
Right? So we always played butts up.
Yeah, butts up.
You ever played butts up?
No, maybe
what?
It's the East County thing.
Milton.
Oh man, butts up. You never played that? So basically,
what is it?
Okay, so everybody gets in the racquetball court.
Yeah.
And then you throw the ball up against the wall.
Yeah.
And then if you catch it, you're good. But if you drop it, you have to run and touch that wall before they hit it. Otherwise, you have to stand up against the wall, and everybody gets to throw that thing at you.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah,
this private school lame-o.
No, I mean,
so it was like,
my friends went to those public schools, so I don't know.
What?
I mean, maybe it's just the East County.
So that was East County. That was more like extreme, dodgeball to the extreme. Because,
that's what it sounds
because there's a guy, Danny Melton, that was the all-star pitcher, and if you had to go up there and you knew he was throwing it, dude, you were going to get welted in the back because he was a dead-eye.
I remember playing that.
That's so funny. I got introduced to a new sport that I didn't even know existed.
Give me your sports card.
All right, now we're going to do the AFC West. Hopefully one that we all have interest in.
We already know the order.
Yeah.
I already named it off the top of my head.
Yeah, exactly. So, we'll start off with the Chiefs. I'll let you do the Chargers since you probably know a little bit more. Yeah, you know what? After they got embarrassed by the Bucks.
No, by the GOAT.
By the GOAT, okay. But the GOAT didn't play defense. And
you know what I meant, though.
Yeah.
He still scored all those touchdowns.
He did. Mm-hmm. But that...
The GOAT.
Front seven. Is that what it is?
The front seven, the defense?
Yeah. Tore through. So the first thing that they did was they went and they rebuilt the line. You got Joe Thuney, you got left tackle Orlando Brown Jr., a guard that came back from COVID. You had Kyle Long coming out of retirement.
Jeez.
I mean, it's pretty much a brand new offensive line with legit Pro Bowlers and
perhaps future Hall of Famer. Who knows?
Perhaps future Hall of Famers. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be the best line that he's going to be behind since he started, which is what, 3 or 4 seasons in.
Yeah.
Some of the best targets. Travis Kelce is by far the best tight end, at least receiving tight end. Sorry, George Kittle. I mean, George Kittle.
But Kittle's better at blocking, though.
Kittle's better at blocking.
By far.
Yeah. And when he gets out there, the thing, okay, Travis Kelce catch and sort of go down. With George Kittle's catch, try to take him down. He's a beast. I mean, you've seen the one stiff arms, and like he's just a tough dude. I mean, that's why he's going to be a perfect.
It's the man bun.
It's the man bun. Get out of here.
Yeah, and then you got Tyreek Hill, who's easily one of the top wide receivers in the league. I mean, the speed that this guy has to stretch out the field. I mean, he can do jet sweeps in the backfield. He's a small dude. I want to say he's like 5'10" or 5'11", but
still faster than all three of us.
Oh yeah,
he will burn us.
He take the top off.
Yes.
Yeah,
speed kills.
Yeah,
sure.
it does.
I still think that they sort of have issues at running back. Clyde, Edward, Hilaire. Yeah. So, when they lost Kareem Hunt, I think that they lost something big. And then one of their other running backs, I'm not sure his name's like Darren Williams, he took off somewhere else. So I think running back is...
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, Le'Veon
The one
Bell.
who left and talked crap and is never going to get in the NFL again. Anyway.
Yeah, so I just hold a big importance on running backs. It seems
even though they're devalued.
They're devalued big time.
But they are still valued.
But the thing is, when you have Mahomes, I mean, good God, you have Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean...
He can make every throw.
Exactly.
We saw that in his loss in the Super Bowl. Horizontal throw.
Yeah.
Like everybody was going, he jumped and he still threw it and accurate, but the guy dropped it. Mm-hmm. Remember that? Was that Tyreek Hill that dropped that?
Yeah, I want to say
Kelce
it was.
dropped.
Or was it Kelce?
Several.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, dude. You feel
Kelce
bad
was
for
very
Mahomes.
Yeah, on defense, they got some nice edge rushers. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle.
Chris Jones
Frank Clark Jr. And then you have probably one of the best safeties.
Honey Badger.
Yes, I've always wanted him on my team.
I do too.
He was like undervalued in the draft, and I was like, how can you not realize that this guy is going to be amazing? So yeah, I mean, you wanted him on your team. Yep. I would have loved him on the 49ers.
I feel bad though because he lost his cool in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did, but I think
that's what lost him the game. I'm pretty sure.
No, but he lost his cool with the 49ers, and that sparked him, and that got him going, Yeah. So, yeah, he did lose it. But, I mean, with that one, he knew that there was no resolution to it because there was no way the Chiefs were going to beat. Because if your line's broken, I mean... Yeah.
That's what he's getting pissy.
No, they got manhandled.
Yeah. So, I got like a 14-3, 13-4 record. They're not going undefeated. I remember Patrick Mahomes said that was one of his goals.
What if he does?
No, but they are the king of the AFC West until
17 over 17-0 Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I got them as ranked as number 2. I mean, I still think that they're the best team in the AFC. The AFC. All right, so the next is the Chargers, which I'm going to turn it over.
Yeah, it's
to my buddy
Chiefs
Matt.
Chargers.
And you tell me why you think the Chargers are going to be good. What ranking you give them? What I know your record was like 11-6, 10, 11-6.
Mm-hmm. It was 11-6, I think.
11-6, yeah.
Yeah, 11-6.
I mean, the biggest thing for the Chargers is going to be. I mean, I love the new coaching staff. I love everything we hear about their offense with Joe Lombardi. Mm-hmm. Staley is a defensive genius, but he played quarterback in college, he's got that offensive mind also. So
that's nice.
He can set up a defense with the offensive perspective, so he knows he's one of those like Sean McVay. I know the Rams hated losing him because he's one of those young, up and coming like brilliant guys.
Yeah, sure. I could easily see the Rams falling out of the top 10 defensively because they were number 15 before Brandon Staley got there, and they still have the same players. But I mean, if you don't have the defensive coordinator, but yeah, I was reading something like where Brandon Staley was the quarterback, and then one of the coaches on his team that he's currently on right now. So he did a good job, I think, bringing coaches and brain power into him, like from Joe Lombardi to running that Saints/Niners offense.
Exactly, which is what they want to do. So they got Joe Lombardi to come in there and master that.
Yeah,
and then bringing in the backup quarterback who knows that system better than anybody to help Herbert out.
Who is the backup quarterback?
It's I'll look it up.
Okay.
I should know this off the top of my head.
It's not Billy Volek.
I'll look it up.
He's still the hero, in my opinion,
but the thing with the Chargers, it's really going to come down to, like, the last several years, they've had the talent to do things, but I call it
not the coaching,
the San Diego curse or whatever, and it falls its way to L.A. Like, for some reason, all San Diego teams, whether it's Padres, Chargers, like, consistently for years, they cannot get away from the injury bug.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they've had the opportunities. Derwin James going down the last couple of years, that's huge. That's, like, arguably the best player on your team.
Yeah.
Next to, Bosa. So, for me...
the Bosa brothers.
For me, having...
Nick's better.
Fuck you.
for me, having Derwin James is going to be key. If Derwin could play a full season...
Yeah.
Like, he's a game changer.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's another Jalen Ramsey type.
Yes.
Like, they could do so. He's so versatile. He could do things. At the free safety.
Do you think Staley's going to use him like that?
He said that he's going to use him like
Jalen.
Yes, he's hybrid.
A positionless player, they call it. So he's playing edge. He's playing linebacker. Wow. He's playing safety.
Jeez.
He's moving them all
That's
around.
Crazy.
Right. So he's going to be if he can stay healthy for opposing teams.
That's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare because they don't know what look they're going to get from him. Yeah. I still questioning with the Chargers currently.
Yeah.
Like, obviously about the Bosa brothers.
Yeah, I love the Bosa brothers.
And we know that Joey had better stats than his brother.
Yeah, definitely.
But still, with them letting Melvin Ingram go.
Yeah, I know.
And they haven't picked up anybody. I mean, I know they're relying on Nwasu.
Yeah, Bosa's going to get doubled now.
Personally, in my opinion, I still think that. There's still good free agents out there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just waiting. Are they going to add somebody?
No.
Like, when they get into camp,
they're going to make Joey go against double teams the whole game now, or triple teams. Great.
Okay, I'm going to throw in a couple points here. One of the things is said that the Chargers had a habit of underperforming with stacked rosters and late game blunders.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think one of the things that hindered them. Anthony Lynn for sure hindered them.
Yeah, remember?
So I think that the games that they did lose, specifically because of coaching, like negligence and clock management issues, it's not going to happen. I think that goes away.
Yep.
So, I mean, in essence, that could be worth 2 or 3 games
at least. I mean,
at least.
That's how bad Anthony Lynn was.
Because if you look at their record, what they lose, like 11 games under 5 points.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could just, that's just like one ball bouncing the other way.
Yeah.
And I think that with the coaching staff, they can correct some of that stuff.
Well, what was I going to say? Yeah. So I was going through stats, and despite their 5-11 record,
they were not a 5-11 team.
No.
They were top 10 in offense and top 10 in defense.
Exactly. That's why I'm mad.
That's a hard thing to pull off.
If you look back at last year, I mean, look at their first game against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They almost beat them.
Herbert has to start. He finds out he's starting 10 minutes before the game.
Not even 10.
He goes out there
3.
and dominates the Chiefs.
He does. I had money on that game.
And they dominated the Chiefs. And if it wasn't for, the stuff that happened in the second half.
Yeah, Anthony Lynn.
They got Anthony Lynn. He could have beat
Mahomes
in his first game. And so there were several games like that last year where primarily empty land and clock management, and
the Saints
special
game too.
teams.
The Saints
screwed
game
up a
really
lot
made
of
me mad.
Games also.
Yeah, the Saints game.
Yeah, he says that he's abandoning the predictable zones that the Chargers ran. I think they were the least team to blitz. So he has all these multiple disguises, especially with Derwin James, where he's moving him.
Yeah, which is perfect. Because guess where that defensive coordinator went to?
Where?
The Raiders.
So Gus Bradley. Yeah.
So now Gus Bradley can have all his predictable stuff with the Raiders.
I mean, you still have Kenneth Murray at linebacker.
He's good.
Strong. Yeah. And then you got Asante Samuels Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some bloodline right there. I mean, his dad was awesome with the Eagles.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So with the Chargers, yeah, I have them number 2 in the AFC West. Mm-hmm. I think I'll stick with that 11-6.
Okay.
I'm quietly optimistic, but
so what do you have them ranked in the 1 to 32 range? Because you're thinking that they're probably going to get a playoff spot. And they're going to challenge the Chiefs, but they won't dethrone them.
It's between 1 and 14 because you have to be 14th to get to the playoffs. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It's a hard one.
13.
Yeah. 13 or 14.
I got them just outside the top 10.
They just
like
make
12,
it.
13.
Yeah, 12, 13 area, I would say.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be fun. I mean, at the end of the day, like you just said with the Chiefs, the Chargers went out and did something that they never did for Rivers, and they completely revamped their offensive line.
Yeah.
Shocked.
I mean, usually they try to take, piece of crap, let me take
retreads.
this. Yeah, let me retread. Let me put this guy here and that guy there. And no, they got the best left tackle in the draft. A lot of people say it's Penny, but whatever.
We'll
I mean, it's even top
Slater
two.
and him,
and then you get the best center out of the free agents, Corey Linsley, and then they picked up someone from the Steelers, right? Yeah. So, I mean, they did a really good job and then drafted some other...
Another thing that I do think they need to address, three things. Besides, it's always good to have... I still like to have another safety.
Yeah.
Come on, Malik Hooker. Can you pass a medical so we can add him? I think they need another edge guy because,
yes, for
like
sure.
you said, I don't want
he's going to get doubled. Yeah, the whole entire game.
Give them some, even if it's Melvin Ingram on the cheap.
Yeah.
Like anything. But the other thing I think they need is, I think they need a running back. Another running back. Because I love Eckler. Yeah. And Eckler can do amazing things.
He should be a wide receiver.
But he can't do that ground and pound.
Yeah, you got the lead. You're up by 7 or 10 points. Let's pound the rock. You know, you got a nice offensive line in front of you. And
so do you take a chance on like a Gurley?
I don't know.
I know, Le'Veon Bell.
Do you bring a Le'Veon
Get Le'Veon Bell. I'm serious. Imagine if Le'Veon Bell in his prime was on the Chargers.
Ooh. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'd be scared.
They definitely need a running back.
But the biggest reason why they're going to win all those games, though, is definitely Justin Herbert, yes? He's a beast, right?
He's a beast.
Rookie of the year, 31 touchdowns.
Ironically, did you see this week that Mahomes talking trash about Herbert and had to backpedal on all of it?
Why are you talking trash about a guy who almost beat you in his first ever game? Shut up, bro.
All right, we're going to move on to our third team in the AFC West. I put the Raiders ahead of the Broncos because the Raiders have a quarterback.
I'm going to fight you on this one, buddy. I'm going to fight you on this one. It's the Broncos third for me.
Okay.
But tell me your reasons, and then I might agree.
Well, I mean, obviously, for the Raiders, their defense isn't very good.
No.
They miss the most tackles out of any team. Yeah, but... yeah, you know what? I'm starting to rethink.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say.
Well, let's talk it through. Cause
seriously.
Okay,
let's talk it through.
You're on the Raiders. Let's go with the Raiders.
Okay. So they purged the O-line.
Right, yeah.
They got 3/5 of it. I mean, these were starters like Gabe Jackson and I forget who the other.
And they were young and they were good.
Yeah,
they were rising stars.
It made
what
no
are you
sense
doing?
Dismantling that.
Rodney Hudson.
Yeah.
Rodney Hudson that went to the Cardinals, right?
Yep,
yeah.
Thank you.
So, I mean, these were good players. I mean,
they blew up the offense.
They blew up the offense.
You know who's the most angry about that? Josh Jacobs, my boy.
Yeah,
now he has no one to run behind.
Right?
Come on.
That's true. I mean, they do have their nice weapons: Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, Henry Ruggs. Hunter Renfrow, not the one from the Padres, but the one from
it's his brother.
It's his brother. How pumped can you get when Derek Carr is your quarterback?
I mean, I actually give him a little credit because he talked so much trash and said, oh, everyone's dismissing me, and then they beat the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. Remember?
Yeah, they had a stretch
that
there
made me
where they were
laugh.
6-3, and they beat.
Mine's one though. Does he wear eyeliner or not?
He doesn't. No, he just got bags under his eyes.
I swear he wears eyeliner.
But you know what? Give Derek Carr a chance. We'll see. This is his last chance.
Yeah.
Though.
So on
this
defense, they've allowed the third most points, third fewest on turnovers. They have some nice playmaking safeties. Jonathan Abram.
I think so. Yeah.
And then some guy that they drafted. So Gus Bradley could run his cover 3.
His cover 3 over and over.
Gus Bradley.
I know.
That's not a good start to fix the defense.
Just win, baby.
No, because Gus Bradley doesn't blitz.
No.
He's super predictable.
Yeah.
Oh,
he makes 0 adjustments at halftime.
No, he doesn't.
And you know what? The fact that they have to play...
So you're going to see a lot of... I think this year you're going to see a lot of Chucky being Chucky.
Yeah, great.
I guess shootouts. Yeah.
Shootouts.
No, he's going to be visor guy. He's going to be like... You're going to see that visor thrown down a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 4 times a year you got to play Mahomes and Herbert. So.
Oh, God.
And they've averaged 6 wins the last 4 years. So everything that I'm starting to say almost... Like Raiders, Broncos, I mean, 3rd, 4th, neither one of them are going to make the playoffs, and they're both bad.
I'm actually, like, for them, I'm just interested. You know, they drafted in the first round Alex Leatherwood.
Yeah.
Who went to Alabama. I mean, that's no slouch.
Yeah, Alabama.
Right.
Obviously, if he went to Alabama, he's good.
Yeah.
Now, according to all the draft guys, that was a reach.
Yeah.
What?
At that position that he got drafted?
I think he was ranked, like, I forget.
But, so that'll be...
It's the Raiders, though. No one ever can predict
the Raiders.
them.
I mean,
it's the Raiders.
Janikowski in the first round.
Yeah, I still love Jano, by the way, even though I'm, Chargers and Cardinals.
But again, I mean, I'll be curious just for morbid curiosity to see how that plays out. If Leatherwood, if he ends up being really good, and they're like, see, there you go. Like, we know what we're doing. Trust your board.
Las Vegas is weird.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Raiders at number 25. I got the Broncos at number 27. I mean, the Broncos... their quarterbacks are Drew Lock, who's completes 57% of his passes, and then Teddy Bridgewater. They have pretty much everything but a quarterback. I mean, I guess if
their defense is...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the defense will carry them.
Yeah,
so it's fine.
I mean, they arguably had the best safety. I mean, their secondary.
Yeah, their secondary is probably maybe the best in the NFL or definitely in the AFC.
So you're saying like they
definitely have the right secondary for the division they're in.
That's true.
Yeah, a lot of throwing. Yeah,
you got Fuller from Chicago, and you got Darby, their top 10 pick. Patrick Surtain, pretty much a shutdown corner. Yeah. You got Von Miller and Bradley Chubb. Maybe they're finally healthy, and they are dangerous at home. But Vic Fangio, he's a defensive coordinator, and he's spent 0 days over 500 because he always has terrible Septembers. Through the draft, they did draft 7 of 10 of their first 10 players were defensive players.
That's what I'm saying.
So I mean, everything is in line for them to do well, but I mean, the nucleus is just a defensive coordinator along with
really bad quarterbacks
with really bad so
still gonna win with the defense.
That's why the nucleus of the Raiders was a little bit better. I mean, Gruden,
but does that really give them an edge when they have no defense whatsoever?
No,
that's what I'm saying. The Broncos are third.
At least their defense is gonna keep them in games.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
Like,
and I've seen it, like, when the Broncos played the Chargers, and they think, oh, we're going against Drew Lock. And then Drew Lock, like, the Chargers last year found ways to, like, make these stupid mistakes that allowed people like Drew Lock to actually win games.
Yeah, the Broncos won.
Because that defense kept them in it.
That's what I'm saying.
So neither one of those teams make the playoffs, right?
Yeah, Denver, but I think the Broncos have a better record, though, than the Raiders.
Man, when you have Simmons at safety, dude's legit.
Who?
Simmons?
Isaiah Simmons.
Oh.
No, Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, the Broncos team. I don't know. Who knows? Like for your listeners, I know they've asked the question a couple of times. What if Aaron Rodgers has done?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers on the Broncos. Does
it?
Thing,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why is that?
but I mean, are we all going to assume that Teddy Bridgewater beats out Drew Lock?
Probably.
I think so. Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, but you don't feel any confidence with Teddy Bridgewater at all?
I feel like he's not going to hold you back.
Can you at least be like a Tyrod Taylor? Like
he'll manage it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or Alex Smith?
Yeah.
Or is that too kind?
No.
That's no.
I mean, he had a winning record, and then everything fell apart from him. He had a rookie coach with Matt Rule, and then
It all went down.
Yeah, then Christian McCaffrey got injured, and then he got injured himself too. So he definitely comes to a better situation. So yeah, I mean, would I be surprised to see Denver like floating just above 500 and the defense doing their job and Teddy Bridgewater
managing it?
Yeah, for sure.
It could be a fun division, no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
AFC West is really strong.
So that is it.
Or who knows? You never know. We could have like a certain Houston quarterback make his way.
Yeah, we've
Can you imagine Deshaun Watson on the Raiders and Aaron Rodgers on the Broncos?
Wow,
the AFC West will be stacked.
The AFC West would be amazing.
It would.
You'd essentially have like 4 future Hall of Famers, you know, or all pros going at it. Anything else you guys want to add?
You want some Padres perspective before we close?
Yeah,
Sure.
I want to know what happened to my poor Padres.
They lost 2 or 3 against the
I
Rockies.
turned off the TV. I got
it. I mean, they had that epic game where they came back from the Nationals.
And
the
then
Grand Slam, and everybody's riding that high, and then they just imploded against the Rockies going into the All-Star break.
I don't get it.
One of the worst teams, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
it sucks. But here's a couple stats since June 21st, the Padres Stars had the 4th highest ERA.
Oh, pretty good.
And the 5th fewest innings pitched. Which means that they're I've been saying it for weeks that they need more pitching.
Yeah.
And needless to say, because of that, the bullpen, which leads the major leagues in ERA, in bullpen ERA, they have the lowest ERA for a bullpen.
Nice.
But they have the highest amount of innings pitched.
They need more.
So
pitchers.
Eventually, that bullpen's going to start cracking because they just can't. I mean, their workload's
all season
too much.
Yeah, towards the end of the season, which is
so. The question is how long can they sustain that and still maintain that ERA. So, I mean, with the trade deadline coming up, we know that Preller loves, he's always, shoots for the moon.
Do it. Yeah.
The things but his first priority's got to be pitching, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, I know, you hear all the rumblings that everybody's asking, they want to upgrade to Hosmer, they want to upgrade to Myers because offensively, those guys are just not getting it done at the plate. But I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, Hosmer seems like all he does is hits ground balls.
Yeah, for sure.
Or double play.
I see it all the time.
But his defense, dude, he picks the ball like nobody else.
Really?
So we'll see what happens. I know the Padres are they're all the rumblings are they're looking at Joey Gallo from Texas, and maybe if their home, I think their Grand Slam scenario would be to get a package where they get Gallo and Kyle Gibson, so they get a starting pitcher and a guy that could play all 3 outfield positions plus first base.
Oh man!
But what's that going to cost them?
I thought it was weird that the MLB draft was during the season because for football and basketball, it's always afterwards.
Why is that weird for you?
It just is. But do you know who the Padres even picked up? Are we going to see him for years, or is he going to be buried in their minor league?
Minor league.
Where do they pick in the draft?
Because they do minor league and then the major.
Yeah,
where do they even pick in the draft? Do you even know?
Since they were way at the back of the draft.
Oh, okay.
They weren't up at the top anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm used to seeing them.
We're so used to them being
rude,
a top 5 pick. Now, because of success in the moves they made, now they're picking towards the end of the draft. I'll get a list of who they draft. I'll take a look at it. But another team that's definitely sellers and played themselves into being sellers is the Cubs.
Oh man!
So you could see Chris Bryant and some of those guys moving.
Yeah.
But another name that I keep hearing that could come on the cheap, or the Cubs are willing to pay a bunch of his salary, is Kimbrel.
Really?
Maybe the Padres bring back Jay Kimbrel.
Okay, come back. Good, we're good
because
now.
As much as Melanchon, he's got the most saves or second most saves.
I think he has the second most. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But when he comes in, he's not blowing people away.
No.
So it would be nice to have a guy that comes in there and can Ricky Vaughn somebody.
I think the interesting thing, I'm always learning different things in sports, whether it's at that memorial. But when I was in Catalina Island, I learned that the Chicago Cubs did their spring training there from 1920 to 1951 because Wrigley owned Catalina at the time. So it was just so random. Like, we're on this tiny island, you know, and then you have Wrigley 30 years Field. Of the Chicago Cubs.
You should have kept that in your back pocket.
What do you mean?
Like at the bar, you could have You could have at least got a couple rounds of drinks winning off that trivia question.
You could have gotten some girls. I mean, hi.
Yeah, exactly. No, and there's some other cool things. Like I guess Marilyn Monroe, when she was Norma Ray, she lived there with her first husband on the island. Just there's bison running through the.
Catalina. Yeah.
I had never been. I didn't know what to expect. Wow. Fascinating island. Highly recommend it for anybody that hasn't been there.
We're sponsored by San Diego Tourism. I'm just letting you know.
Exactly.
And
it almost felt like you weren't
officially by Celsius.
It almost felt like you weren't in the United States, you know.
But we are.
Yeah, and it was just cool that everyone was driving golf carts. That's how you got around town. And
I dove off of Catalina.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
You can dive and scuba dive there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There's wrecks and stuff you can do.
For sure. So just highly recommend it. Amazing place if you haven't been there. And
if you're prone to seasickness, make sure you have that little thing on your wrist or take some Dramamine.
Oh yeah. My family was taking Dramamine the whole time. They're like, "Do you want some?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." I think that's it. Is there
I do. I have one ranting and raging thing. Remember what I said that when the Cardinals drafted that guy in the first round, the linebacker? I told you so. He got arrested.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I told you.
Savion Collins,
yes,
right?
Yes,
yeah, I know you
got
had
arrested.
That bad feeling. And then someone on the Niners. I mean, Richard Sherman got busted for breaking in, wanting to beat up his wife, wanting to commit suicide.
Trigger warning, by the way. Sorry if we said anything.
Yeah, I mean, if this means that we get a hometown deal on him, fine. You know what? You can play the nickel or the dime. You know, I'm not sure if I trust you. On the
island,
on the island. So just all the issues with these people, man.
Yeah,
you would think getting paid millions and being famous would be enough.
No, it's not.
All right, so
anything else?
No, guys, enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, for sure. It is my birthday month. Enjoy the month of July. It is awesome.
Same.
All right. Bye.
Bye.